Welcome everyone to our CSAT MADC program. So this session is a continuation of the previous session of speed, time and distance. We have some more questions to be covered. So I hope everyone is thorough with the concept of speed, time and distance. So we are directly moving into the remaining questions. A freight train left Delhi for Mumbai at an average speed of 40 km per hour. So here is our Delhi and here is our Mumbai, right. So the first a train left at 10 o'clock, imagine at 10 a.m. freight train left, there is a freight corridor, that is goods train, right, and the normal corridor, passenger train corridor. So first in this track a freight train left at 40 km per hour. 2 hours later, an express train left Delhi for Mumbai, following the freight train on a parallel track at an average speed of 60 km per hour. If this is at 10 o'clock, this will be at 12 o'clock, right? 2 hour gap is there. So, what is the question? How far from Delhi? How far from Delhi would the express train meet the freight train? Imagine here these two trains met, right. So this distance covered, let it be x, which is the distance covered by express train. If distance covered by express train is x, what will be the distance covered by freight train? That will be also x, right. They started from the same location, they are moving on a parallel track, they met each other, so the distance travelled will be the same for both the trains. That is the concept which is applied here. This idea is needed, this idea is the main pin to solve this problem. So x is the distance travelled. So what is the time taken for express train? X by 60. What is the time taken for freight train? X by 40, right. Which one took more time? This took more time. Why? This is having less speed. Speed is less, so time will be more, right. So this took more time, so this minus this, what is this difference? 2 hours, right. This started at 10 a.m, this started at 12 a.m, 2 hours difference, but they met at, imagine at 3 p.m, they met. Imagine some imagination value, I don't know whether it is the actual value or not. The time is different, but the distance is same. Why? Because the speed is different. So this difference is 2 hours. So x by 20 I am taking outside, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 equal to 2. So x into 3 minus 2 by 6 equal to 40 and x equal to what? 240 kilometer. This much distance is travelled by both the trains starting from Delhi. Hope everyone is clear with the idea. The difference in 2 hours is because this one took more time than this one, and that time is given 2 hours later this train left, okay. So that is the basic concept. So we are moving on to the next one. A worker reaches his factory 3 minutes late. So this is his home and this is his factory, okay. He left at 5 km per hour, but the result was that, imagine 10 o'clock is the factory time, 10 a.m, okay, but he was late by 3 minutes. He reached at 10:03, okay. In the second case, what he did? He thought that, oh, yesterday I was late, so today I had to be early, otherwise my salary will be lost. So he increased his speed, okay, 6 km per hour. He reaches the factory 7 minutes early, so he reached the factory 7 minutes early, right. 10 o'clock was the actual time, so he reached at 9:53, right. So what is the difference in timings? He was able to make a 10 minutes difference, right? This 10 minutes difference is made by what? Imagine x is the distance between his home and factory. If so, when he was traveled like x by 5 and when we was traveling at x by 6, this is the time taken to travel x distance in 5 km per hour. This is the time taken to travel x kilometer in 6 km per hour. This is day 1, this is day 2, right? So by increasing the speed, he was able to save 10 minutes, right? How? This is the difference. 3 minutes late, 7 minutes early. So the addition will give you the difference, 10 minutes. But this is in 5 kilometer per hour. This is in kilometer per hour. The answer is in kilometers. So we need to convert this minute into hour, right? So x by 5 minus x by 6 equal to 10 by 60 or 1 by 6. So x into 6 minus 5 by 30 equal to 1 by 6. So x equal to 5 kilometers. This is the distance from home to factory. Understood? This is the time for day 1. This is the time for day 2. The difference is 10 minutes. Okay. So I hope everyone is clear with the idea. Next one. A thief running at 8 km per hour is chased by a policeman whose speed is 10 km per hour. Imagine a policeman is here and thief is here. Okay, what is this difference? Thief is, they are running this direction, right? If the thief is 100 meter ahead of the policeman, so this gap is 100 meter, right? His speed is 10 km per hour. His speed is 8 km per hour. The policeman is very quick than the thief. This is the ideal case, okay. So then only he will be able to catch the thief. Why? Because he is ahead of the policeman. Thief is ahead of the policeman, right? If the thief is 100 meter ahead of the policeman, then the time required for the policeman to catch the thief, that is the question, right? So imagine the policeman, they ran this much distance, the thief start from here, policeman start from here, they reached this much distance. Imagine it be x. Okay, imagine this as x. So x is the distance traveled by, we will make this as, imagine this as x. The distance traveled by thief as x. X is the distance traveled by the thief. And what is the time taken to travel x distance? X by 8. Right, this is the time taken to travel x kilometer. But the policeman traveled what? X by 10, x plus 100. He traveled x plus 100 and within the time, with the speed 10 km per hour, right? So is that the time same or different? Same, right? He started at the same, they started at the same time, got at the same time. So the time taken to run is same for both the police and the thief, right? So we can equate this time. This time by police is same as time by thief, isn't it? That is obvious. The same time, if they started at 10 o'clock, he got him at 11 o'clock. The difference is the 1. The time taken is 1 for both the police and the thief. So the time is same. This is in meters, right? So we are converting this into 5 by 18 meter per hour. This is 5 by 18. But this is an unnecessary step. Why? We can cut them off, right? So here also 4, 5. We just cut off them. So 5x equal to 4x plus 400 or x equal to 400 meters. 400 meters is the distance run by the thief, right? 400 meters run by the thief. What they are asking? Time required for the policeman to catch the thief. Policeman run 500 meters to catch the thief. So here 500 meter is the distance traveled by the policeman, right? So time equal to distance by speed. Distance is 500 meters by 10 into 10 is in kilometer per hour, right? So we need to convert it into meter per second. 10 into pi by 18. So this is cut and it will become 180 seconds or 3 minutes, right? This is the time taken for the policeman to catch the thief. The answer option is B, right? So we will move on to the next one. Two cars start towards each other from two places A and B. There are two places A and B. Okay. Distance is 160 kilometers. They start at the same time 8:10, 8:10. The speeds of the cars are 50 kilometer per hour and 30 kilometer per hour respectively, right? They will meet each other at. This question is a very simple question which can be answered with the concept of relative speed, right? So what do you mean by relative velocity? Here in the case, even if you don't know the concept of relative speed, first we will solve in the usual method. What is the usual method? Imagine A covers x distance, right? A covers x distance, then B covers 160 minus x distance, right? A covers x distance, then B covers 160 minus x distance. So this distance is covered with the speed 50 kilometer per hour. This is at 30 kilometer per hour. So x distance 50 kilometer per hour. What this distance 30 kilometer per hour. So we can equate this is x by 50 and 160 minus x by 30 kilometer per hour. This is the time taken by car from A. This is the time taken by car from B, right? But the time taken are same. Why? They start together, so they met at a time. So the time taken is same. A will be covering more distance, B will cover less distance. Why? A is more faster. So here, whatever be the condition, wherever they meet, the time taken will be the same, right? So we can solve this equation. 5 into 160 is 800 minus 5x, that is 8x equal to 800, x equal to 100 kilometer, right? X equal to 100 kilometer is the case. That is at 100 kilometer this car A finds car B, right? So distance covered by x is 100, right? What is the time taken then? 100 by 50, 2 hours, right? So this 2 hours, that means 8:10 they met. What is the next time? 8:10 plus 2, that is 10:10 AM they will meet again. So basic concept, simple idea, both covers some distance. This covers more distance because 100 is more, right? This covers only 60 kilometer. So whatever happens, time taken is the same. This is the key element here. Time taken by car A equal to time taken by car B. So I hope you are clear with the question. Next one. In a 500 meters race, B starts 45 meters ahead of A. There is a 500-meter race track. This is for A, this is for B. B starts 45 meters ahead of A. This is 45 meters. B start from here. A start from here. Right. But still B was not able to win the race. Why? A is much quicker. Right. So when B reached 35 meters behind, when A reached here, B was 35 meters behind. Right. So B was able to reach only here. So distance covered by A is 500 and distance covered by B is what? 500 minus 45 minus 35. Right. Minus 45 minus 35. This is the distance covered by B, that is 420. Right. This is the distance covered by A and B. So the ratio of the distance covered is what? 500 to 420. 25 is to 21. Right. What they are asking? Ratio of speeds. Speed equal to distance by time. So speed is directly proportional to distance. So if this ratio of distance, ratio of speeds equal to ratio of distance. So the ratio is 25 is to 21. This calculation is completely unnecessary. With this only you will be able to identify the values, and if you are having the basic idea of the topic. So I hope everyone is clear with the solution. We will move on to the next one, the last one of this session. Two persons A and B are running on a circular track. There is a circular track. Okay. At the start, B is ahead of A. Let this be B. B is starting from here and A is starting from here. They are running like this. Imagine they are running like this. B is ahead of A at their positions and make an angle of 30 degree. 30 degree is the difference in angle with between the positions of B and A. Okay. When A reaches a point diametrically opposite to the starting point, which is diametrically opposite to the starting point? Here. A reached here. Right. So when A reaches a point diametrically opposite to the starting point, he meets B. B also reached there. Right. What is the ratio of speeds of A and B if they are running at uniform speeds? If in the first look you will be perplexed with the concept of degree, circular track, all those things in this question, but this is a very simple question. Why? Because imagine that the degree is the distance covered. Imagine A covers how much? A covers 180 degree, right? B covers 150 degree. Why? Because B was 30 degree ahead of A, right? We can't take this degree as kilometer distance, but here they are asking the ratio of the speeds, not the value of the speeds or value of the distance. So the ratio of the distance covered by A and B will be 180 by 150, 6 by 5. Right. Cut off with 30. 6 by 5. 6 into 30, 180. 6 into 5, 30 into 5, 150. So this is the ratio of these angles. If that is the ratio of the angles, that will be the ratio of the distances. That itself will be the ratio of the speeds. So as we explained the previous question, this will also be the same as 6 by 5. Okay. With this, we are winding up the questions, with this winding up this session of time, distance and speed. So in this topic we had covered all those 12 questions which had been asked in the previous 8 years. I hope with these 2 sessions you are clear about the concept, you are confident about the solutions. Just keep on practicing and make sure that you are not lagging behind. Thank you.